Hey guys, it is Sunday here in West Virginia, and today we're doing a special video for race day. Sunday's always been known as race day, especially for NASCAR, and also somewhat with NHRA. Unfortunately, we don't have any NASCAR stuff for you today, but we do have some NHRA and some Trans Am stuff, and they're both Mopar. One of these sets I've showed you maybe once or twice. I know at least once, but we never cracked it open. It is this set here. This is our NHR set. This is a older release from, I believe, 2022 or early 2023. This has your retro rig with the Snake 2 CUDA on the back of it. And this is a really cool set. This is one that I was really shocked to see come out because of the Drag Strip Demons release of the car. And I know that car was fairly hard to find, not impossible, but it was a little bit difficult to find, and the price nowadays is pretty steep. It's so about 50 bucks or so. So when I seen this come out, I was like, cool, now I don't have to buy the Drag Strip Demons again. I can just go buy this set and use the Snake 2 in my collection from the Team Transport set for any pictures or anything like that I want to do. And I'll show you the differences. There are some subtle differences, so you can distinguish the two apart from one another if they are loose. So that way the Drag Strip Demons one, I guess, holds its secondary market value price. And anyways, this was one that I thought would be accompanied with the Mongoose 2, kind of like how the first case of not Drag Strip Demons, but Team Transports had your Mongoose hauler and your Snake hauler with the yellow Snake CUDA and the red Mongoose Duster, the first iconic ones, the ones that come to mind when you think of that partnership of Snake and Mongoose with Hot Wheels. Those are the two cars that come to my mind, at least, the yellow CUDA and the red Duster. And this would be your second one. And then the blue Duster with the Hot Wheels logo, which is Mongoose 2. I'm still hoping that they do release that one, but I did pick up the Mongoose 2 a couple of months back, the Drag Strip Demons version of it, and the card is autographed by Tom McEwen, so I haven't cracked that one yet, and I'm debating on whether or not I should do that, because I want the car loose in my collection, but it is autographed, so I'm not sure. I'm just hoping that maybe they'll release the Mongoose 2 in a Team Transport this year or next year. I'm really surprised that they didn't do it when this one was released. But anyways, this set I've already unboxed. I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago, to do some pics of it with some of the other Snake and Mongoose cars that I had and such. So I put it back in the package, though, and taped it closed because it looks better carded on display in my collection. Some stuff does. I usually open everything, but a lot of stuff goes back in the package because the card art is really cool, or that's the best way to display it to conserve on space. And then some are just not true to scale, like the Dart from M2 we unboxed the other week. It went back in its package and I hung it on the wall because the car looks fantastic, but it's just a little bit too big for my diorama. So as you can see, here's your retro rig. Pretty much the same thing of every other retro rig with the slot style wheels, and you have your graphics to match the graphics on your CUDA funny car, the Hot Wheels Snake 2 on the door, and the main color is white with blue inserts on the side, just like the funny car. And the detail is really nice. The tail lights are there, Dom Prudhomme across the back, and same tampos on the side. Your co-sponsors of Pennzoil and Winds and Goodyear and Bell, Hot Wheels. Nice detail on the grille, headlights, and marker lights. It is a metal base, metal cab, and this back part is plastic. And then you have your Cuda Funny car. So for you that have the drag strip Demon, you probably can already tell me the differences. There is a co-sponsor decal here. I forget who it is. I don't know if it's a Headman Headers or something like that, but there is another sponsor sticker right here on the rocker panel, and the spoiler is white on the drag strip Demons. That's the only difference. Everything else you see is the same. Now the grill and the tail panel, the blacked out areas in the grill and on the tail panel, I'm not sure how they look on the drag strip Demon. I'm gonna say that could also be a little bit different, but looking at it from the side view in the package, the only thing that gives it away is that little tampo on the rocker panel. And it took me a minute to realize that the spoiler was black and not white. So, pretty much same casting though. But for you guys that have the Drake Strip Demon and was hoping that it would maintain its value, it definitely will, because it is a different car. The tampos are pretty much the same, but have slight variations to depict one from the other. It's a really cool car, really cool set. And as I said, Hot Wheels, if you're listening, please do Mongoose 2. That way we have the retro rig to match. And then we'll have the set of Mongoose and Snake 1 and Mongoose and Snake 2 on the retro rigs. Next is another car that is from another killer set from about a decade ago, well, a little over a decade ago, the Vintage Racing Series. This is your Dan Gurney Plymouth AAR Cuda, but it's not the exact same car. Very close, but it is slightly different. There were two cars that ran in the circuit back then, number 42 and number 48. And I guess both were driven by Dan Gurney. Because I know the number 48 that's in the Vintage Racing Series, exact same paint scheme, exact same wheels, everything except, well, number 48. And it was driven by Dan Gurney. And they're saying this is Dan Gurney's All-American Racers Incorporated. So maybe it did have a different driver. I don't know. Because maybe it was just owned by him or co-owned by him or something. But yeah, this is a really cool set. I was very happy to see this. I'm hoping that they re-release the number 48 and do this set here exactly the same over again with the Sakura Sprinter, but have the number 48 car in the back, because the Vintage Racing one was compromised by the package, for most of them anyways. When you open it, the driver's side is going to be hit. Meaning there's going to be a lot of blotches missing in the tampos. That was one of the unfortunate ones that got packaged while the tampos were still wet or had not cured or whatever you want to say, but the tampos actually stuck to the card and it destroyed most of like the number 48 and some of the other stuff. Some made it out okay, where there's just a couple little specks missing on the number 48. That's why if I do buy one, I'm going to buy it loose because I want to see it first, because as you guys know, I open everything. As you can see here, it's open. So this is a set that I really like, and I've done some pics of it with my Sam Posey TA Challenger from the Vintage Racing Series. Let me drop this down a little bit. So, yeah, they look really good sitting next to each other, and like dioramas from some of the Team Transport box sets, the 4-car set, some of those backdrops, and those boxes are really cool for pics. So I have some with this guy in the Challenger, like going nose to nose in a race and such things like that. They look cool sitting next to each other. I just wish I could find the number 48 now without many flaws in the paint. And the only other difference too is that these tires are solid black walls. As you can see, the not the team transport, but the vintage racing one is white lettered. It has Goodyear white lettered tires on it, but it has these white mini light Watanabe style wheels on it, and the paint scheme is exactly the same. I even think the sponsor decals and such are all the same. The only difference is the number and then the white letter tires. Now this one, unfortunately, when I opened it, mine has a few tampo flaws where they get a little bit of the gray over here on the fender, the lip of the fender, and even up here there was some, but since the grill is blacked out, I took a Sharpie and touched that lip up. But the fender I can't really do much with around the marker light because it's blue. So I was really hoping that my Walmart would get these in, but they never did. I ended up buying this from, I think, Super Mini Wheels or somebody like that for the going cost of like Walmart. I think it was like 16 or 17 bucks I paid for the set plus shipping and the taxes. So it's almost the same as what I would have paid at Walmart. I think Walmart's $15.97, something like that. But yeah, I'm glad that I did go ahead and jump the gun and I bought it on eBay and such. And I'm not sure the number 48 if it has a tail panel stripe like that. That may be another difference between the two. But anyways, would be cool to have the number 48 setting next to this, right next to that Sakura Sprinter. Make a great pick, or have two Sakura Sprinters, as I said before, a number 42 and a number 48. That's another one on my wish list, Hot Wheels, if you're listening. And also, if you want to go ahead and bring back Sam Posey's Challenger, because that car itself had a very special base that was only used on that casting, but the really huge front chin spoiler, which the car really had. I think Hot Wheels exaggerated it a little bit more than what it actually was, but it was quite big. So that base is one off. It's only on that casting for Sam Posey, and that's it. So if they would re-release it, they would get to put that mold to use and maybe get some more of their money back on it. But anyways, guys, that's it for our Sunday race day. And we'll be back again tomorrow, as usual, with our Mopar Monday. And we're going to be doing a couple of green light Mopar muscle, one being a mod top Daytona, and I'm not sure what the other one will be, but I'll have two of them to show you guys. So enjoy your Sunday, guys. Thanks for watching.